This episode starts with Fluttershy and Rarity getting together at a spa. Charlotte Fullerton, right? Wait, Megan McCarthy? Okay. Rarity is talking about a famous fashion designer named Finish, who has agreed to see Rarity's outfits. Wait, didn't we already do this? Oh, in this one it's only Fluttershy who's going to be the model. That makes it totally different. It's season 1. Please don't start recycling plots. After some reluctance, Fluttershy agrees to help Rarity and model her clothes. See, they're even doing the ridiculous clothes thing again. Oh wait, this time it's Rarity who thinks it looks good. I see, totally different. Rarity is actually nervous, so it's probably likely that she wouldn't be working to her fullest abilities. Twilight, Pinky, and Spike are helping out because Twilight is special. Pinky is awesome, and Spike is a dragon. Oh, and he has a secret.
I have a crush on Rarity.
Jeez, Spike, don't tell us your PIN number. Oh, and we get our moral straight away.
Give me a break. Every pony already knows how you... Twilight! You promised Spike you wouldn't say anything. He trusts you, and losing a friend's trust is the fastest way to lose a friend forever. But forever!
Finish comes in. She takes some pictures of Fluttershy and likes to see her meek and timid instead of confident as Rarity instructed. After a few pictures, Finish leaves without saying a word. Then she comes back and says that she's found the next special star in Ponyville and wants to help her shine, with another photo shoot in the park. I think you know where this is going. Oh yeah, Spike is the punching bag in this episode because Spike is a dragon. So, photo shoot, and then Finish drops the bombshell. Fluttershy is the star she was talking about, not Rarity. Awkward. And then, surprisingly, Rarity encourages Fluttershy to become a model for her. Her friends come and check up on her and see that she's depressed. Again. Fluttershy isn't doing much better. It's really easy to see that she isn't happy about being in the spotlight, but she is doing this for Rarity. She catches a lot of attention and becomes famous really quickly though. Okay then, defeating Nightmare Moon doesn't get you anything, getting a few photos taken and every pony knows your name. If it adds conflict. Fluttershy, not liking all of this attention, talks to Rarity, and they tell each other that they're doing wonderfully. But it's incredibly easy to see that they aren't, and it actually starts to get on Rarity's nerves. Fluttershy is having more trouble as well. Rarity's at the spa waiting for Fluttershy, who is running really late. Twilight shows up and hears that Rarity wants Fluttershy's star to burn out. Rarity is incredibly jealous, and has Twilight promise not to tell Fluttershy, and Pinkie Pie pops out of nowhere. Fluttershy comes in and tells Twilight how frustrated she is, and how she hates being a model, but gets Twilight to promise that she isn't allowed to say anything to Rarity.
Never!
Do you see the problem here? Oh, and Pinkie Pie won't let Twilight tell the truth because... potatoes, okay? Potatoes. When something doesn't make sense in this episode, it's all because of potatoes. Twilight takes the next best option and tries to get Fluttershy to quit, with Pinkie Pie stalking her all the way. I am scared now. Twilight gets the idea to make Fluttershy fail and tells Pinkie Pie her plan, because it would be very awkward if she was talking to herself. More awkward than it is anyway. Twilight makes Fluttershy do some very ungraceful things. But surprise, surprise, Rarity shows up. The things that Fluttershy does is actually kind of funny, and it has the desired effect on the audience. Except to Rarity, who applauds Fluttershy, and then gets the crowd to applaud Fluttershy. Then we cut to the dressing room where Rarity goes to check up on Fluttershy, and they are still lying to each other. Twilight knows the truth, but keeps trying to hide their secret. But then Rarity and Fluttershy admit their secret, and then we learn that you should tell your friends how you feel about things. And Twilight admits that Spike has a crush on Rarity.
And you are doing so well.
Did you ever see something you wanted to hate but couldn't? I wanted to hate this episode from the premise alone, but it did it surprisingly well. Jealousy stories are as old as Cain and Abel, but there were a few unique takes on it in this episode, like the fact that Rarity and Fluttershy reached their own conclusions and told the truth on their own by the end of the episode. And that brings me to Twilight. Twilight, what were you doing in this episode? Honestly, if you weren't here, what would have changed? I'll tell you, it would have been a lot less frustrating knowing that you had the power to solve a problem, but didn't use it. Twilight, I like you, but some stories don't need you. This was one of them, and because of you, and you alone, you've demoted this episode to a silver. Not bad, but without Twilight, this episode could have been better.
mental, that one. I'm telling you.